Kaiga is Miss Uganda 2015, hopefully Miss Universe 2016. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I think, given what Miss Uganda had been going through, many people felt that you were, for lack of better, a breath of fresh air. And I've been telling you, at the finals, when you got out, I told people around me, that girl is going to win. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
What is your story? How did you join the pageant? When they were looking for beauty with brains, because I hosted Brenda here and I asked her, you know, you're getting all these attacks on social media. How are you going to do this? How did you join beauty with agriculture, right? That's what had been labeled.
Well, every year they have a different theme for the contest. So my year, it was agriculture. It is agriculture. So this is agriculture, and how do we involve the youth to love agriculture, since it's a backbone of our country. So I decided to contest. You know, you contest with two hearts. Will I win? Will I lose? You're like, either way, it's a win-win for me if I make it to the top 21 girls. Yeah, so I decided to contest, and luckily I won.
You just got in, you just said, okay, then, are you involved in agriculture? Do you have a farm, or you just love doing?
Back at home, we have a farm in Zimbabwe, but I used to do most of the selling. I didn't go to the farm. So I did the selling of the pineapples, the cassava. So when it was agriculture, I said, yeah, I won't be so blank. Let me just try my luck.
At least I know how to sell the stuff.
The marketing area, it all still goes under agriculture. Yes.
You are, when I look at some comments on social media, you are not the ordinary Miss Uganda. When people saw you, they were like, wow, she's curvy. She's not the very tiny, you know, we're going to have some videos of the finale. And everyone was like, wow, we need that one for this country. How does that make you feel when people say, you know, you're not the small, typical beauty?
I've watched the previous Miss World. That's where all the countries go for like Miss World competition, not only Uganda, but different countries. And the girls range from different sizes. They're the short ones, the tall ones. So it's not mainly about your physical appearance. Yes, it has more to it. Let me say, like, beauty with a purpose. Right. Yes. What's your beauty with a purpose? What are you doing in your country? So the physical appearance is there, but not all that.
Tell me about that moment when you walk down, you know, the runway and everyone is screaming, and probably the MC is about to announce, the judge is about to announce Miss Uganda. What was going on?
Top 5, let me start from top 5, because top 10.
You're wearing a black dress.
Black dress.
I remember.
You remember. First it's the 21, then it goes down to 10. When you're in the 21, you're praying, let me make it to the 10. And among the 10, I was read last. So when they were reading 8, 7, my legs were already shaky. Like, oh, I'm missing out. But then I was read. Then after you're read for top 10, you're thinking, what question are they going to ask me? Because they told us the questions are not outside the box. These questions are daily questions, things that happen around you. So after top 10, then we went to top 5. Then at top 5, you're thinking, let me just make the top 3. Even if it's second runner-up or first runner-up, that's okay for me. So when they read Ingrid, I'm like, oh, Ingrid is second runner-up. Okay, I'm waiting. They read Juliana. Then I'm like, okay, now this is my time. I'm thinking I have it.
I have to take this one.
Yeah.
You were crowned at that point. You know, they brought the chair. You were announced. What were you going through? Like, did you ever think you would win? Like, actually think you would win the pageant?
Yes, at some point I would. Then at some point you'd look at the different girls and you would see your biggest competition. Today this one
Who was your biggest competition?
There were like several.
You don't want them to know?
No, I wouldn't mind them knowing. There was Juliana, there was Ingrid, Letitia. Yeah, there were many.
You feared Letitia, right?
She was like a sweet baby, but you know, not anything can happen.
Right.
Yeah, they told us anything can happen, so you don't look down on someone, and you don't look down on yourself as well. You just keep motivating yourself.
Right. Well, that was interesting. In case you're just joining us, I'm talking to Zahara, Miss Uganda. If you have any questions, you can go to our Facebook page, Morning at NTV, and fire away. Ask her any questions, and we ask people to send those questions in. And some of these questions are here. What are you doing now about Miss Uganda as an organization? What activities are you involved in?
We're involved in different activities. One, we work together with children with disabilities.
Right.
We had a fundraising dinner where money was collected to have these children go to school. Then right now I'm working with Water for People under a sanitation program where we're promoting sanitation in rural areas.
Right.
And others are still under the way. Janat is still working on them.
Are you doing anything in the field of agriculture? Because that was the reason for the pageant.
Yes, agriculture we are, whereby it's still under, let me say, they're still working on it. Where we were at Nakri, we are planning on having a farm just for the Miss Uganda organization, whereby us, the contestants, work on that farm, produce on that farm for people. Like we work, we give, how should I say it, sorry. Like we grow different crops and, you know, we like advocate for agriculture. We're going to be the spokespeople of agriculture. Right. Yes.
What is your passion about? You know, we've been talking a lot. People like you are very passionate about feminism and what women, you know, want and what women stand for. And you know, some people ask me, you know, don't ask her about beauty, ask her about sport or politics. And you know, what do you think about the political situation now?
The political situation right now, it's a bit tricky. We are having funny changes here and there.
Do you think the artist should have met the president?
The artist.
Would you have gone?
Would I have gone?
Did you go?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I was attending another function elsewhere. These artists, I'd say, they're like us. They're normal people. Fine, they have an audience, but they're normal people. Like everyone has a right to vote. So if they're choosing to show their side, maybe they should. Maybe they shouldn't because of the audience that they have.
Right.
So it's a bit complicated.
It's a bit complicated. You can call us and talk to Miss Uganda. We'll open up the phone lines and ask her any question. Zahara, there's a question that came through, and you know, I want to phrase it very well. But someone was saying most of the people at the Miss World beauty pageant are skinny, very skinny, and they're very tall girls. How are you going to beat that competition?
Like I've said, at Miss World, the research I've done, they have different categories. They have a sports category, they have talent, they have the beauty with a purpose. So the physical appearance of someone, someone may be tall and skinny, but their project may not be as good as that of someone that is not like them, because they want to see how effective are your activities in your country. Different things. So the physical part is just what people have a concept of. All musicians should be rich, should drive big cars. So that's what people have. All beauty queens should be small and skinny.
Right.
So it's just a perception.
It's just a perception.
Yeah, to a larger extent.
Tell me about your life growing up and how has shaped you, how that has shaped you into the woman you are now.
My life growing up, I'd say I've had a strict mom throughout.
Is she watching? Does she know that?
Yeah, she's watching. Before I left home, I told her to watch. Very, very strict. My dad was the easy part who, no, it's okay, don't mind, just do what she's telling you. I went to Shimoni demonstration before it was...
You went to that bush? Okay.
Okay, now it's a bush, but before it was a school. Then I went to Chibuli Secondary School.
Right.
Then I went to Mariam High. Then I went to Makere, where I'm completing my bachelor's in development studies.
You're still in school?
No, I'm waiting for graduation in Jan.
Right.
Yes.
So not at any one point where your studies halted or disturbed because of the responsibilities that you have now?
No, because before I joined, I had already finished campus. We had already done with papers, just waiting for graduation in January.
Right.
Yes.
The call line is open. I was told to be very nice to her, and so I will not ask some of the questions that that some of you sent, but you can call in and ask any questions. Good morning. Good morning. You're live on Morning at NTV. Hello. All right. We've lost that one. Zahara, for the young ladies that are watching you now on the show, what kind of advice do you have for the people who want to be like you? They want to be Miss Uganda in the next couple of years or want to go for it next year. You work with girls. You have a project that works with girls. What advice do you have for them?
The very first advice I'll give the girls out there is for them to believe in themselves. And if you don't stand for anything, you'll fall for anything. You're supposed to stand for something. Otherwise, anything that comes up, you'll fall for it. So if you believe in yourself, have that self-esteem, the confidence, and the zeal to push through anything, you can be anything. So I'd advise them to just do that. And if they want to contest next year, it's all about just auditioning. Audition, take a shot. Yes, don't mind about how you look, just take a shot.
All right, we have a phone call. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right, when you call us, please step away from your TV. Good morning. All right, let's lose that one. I think he's trying to listen to himself on the TV. Please step away from your TV. All right, good morning. You're live on Morning at NTV. Hello. Hello. Yes, sir, where are you calling from? Okay, we just lost that one. Good morning. Good morning, sir. Please go on with your comment or question. All right, let's just lose that one. Please step away from your TV if you're calling us. We're getting feedback here, and proceed with your question or comment. We can hear you loud and clear. Good morning, you're live on Morning at NTV. Hello. What do you love doing for fun? Hello. Yes, Ebo. Wanji. Okay, let's lose this one. I'm taking questions for Miss Uganda, not for Senyun. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right. Do we have a phone call? All right. No. What do you love doing for fun apart from this? And two, you were, you know, before you joined the pageant, you had a life that you probably enjoy. How has that shifted for you? You're a celebrity now, you're invited to every party in town. We are, you know, the tabloids are probably watching you. Are you dating anyone? 3 in 1, let's go.
One, how am I dealing with this?
Yes.
I'm trying my very best to keep normal, not look at myself as a celebrity.
But you are, you can't separate the two. You are a,
yes,
you
I
are
am
a beauty queen, you are a diva, so how do you separate that?
I separate that by trying to live as normal as possible.
Right.
Yes, I don't let it get to my head, because this is an office you have for just 1 year.
Right.
Yes, so I keep my friends, they all know what the do's and the don'ts. So yes, that's how I keep it. I live a normal life.
Right.
Yes.
Does that normal life include dating someone? And, you know, people are saying she's a gorgeous girl. How, is she single? Yeah. My co-host Joel Senyonyi is absolutely single, almost suicidal. So, are you single?
Yeah.
Okay, there's room for Joel Senyonyi, Miss Uganda is single, so do something, man. Do something. Well, any last word to your fans that are watching you now, and what you have for them in the future as Miss Uganda?
In the future, well, I plan on working on different projects, yeah, and I appeal out to all the different people that have these projects that feel are effective to the community,
right,
to come reach out to me so that we can work together and make our country a better place. And for the people out there, just be good, be kind to one another, empathy, let's have that in us, given that the elections are here, let that not put us apart. We are still the same people. And upcoming Miss World, I urge all Ugandans to vote for me, because that's also there. You have to vote for you for Miss World. You have to vote. That pushes someone to the top, because we are 150, 130 girls. So at least if your country votes for you, it somehow pushes you to the top 50.
Wow.
Yes.
All right. I will tell you that we will make sure we vote for you. Zahara Nakega, you can go to Miss Uganda Facebook page and just, you know, take a look. So gorgeous pictures. I think she's a very beautiful Miss Uganda. You know, we can rate her on the Facebook page if you want to. But thank you so much for taking off your time this morning and joining us. We'll be talking sport when we come back. Arsenal is going to be facing Bayern Munich in the Champions League. Alan Darren is here to talk more with Mabel. Stay with us.